Have you ever wondered if the chair you are sitting on, or the sound you are hearing, truly exists independent of your mind, or if its reality is somehow tied to your perception of it? This fundamental question lies at the heart of one of philosophy's most enduring debates. The core difference between realism and anti-realism is their stance on the existence of reality and its objects. Realism asserts that reality, or at least certain aspects of it, exists independently of human thought, perception, or linguistic practices. This means that a tree falling in a forest truly makes a sound, even if no one is there to hear it, because its existence and properties are not contingent on an observer. Anti-realism, conversely, argues that reality or specific domains of it is in some way dependent on our minds, our conceptual schemes, our language, or our theories. For an anti-realist, the tree's sound might only become a sound when a conscious being perceives it. The why behind these positions stems from deep questions about truth, knowledge, and the limits of human understanding. Realists often believe that objective truths about the world are discoverable, and that our best scientific theories describe mind-independent entities and processes. They might argue that the success of science proves that it is latching onto a real, external world. Anti-realists, however, often highlight the theory-laden nature of observation, the fallibility of human perception, or the role of language in constructing what we call reality. They question whether we can ever truly access a noumenal world existing outside our mental frameworks, suggesting instead that our reality is always a phenomenal one, interpreted through our cognitive structures. Understanding these distinctions helps you navigate various philosophical discussions. When you encounter a claim about the existence of something, ask yourself if the person making the claim is suggesting it exists whether we know it or not, which is a realist stance, or if its existence is somehow tied to our understanding or belief, which indicates an anti-realist perspective. For example, in the philosophy of mathematics, a realist might argue numbers exist independently, like planets, while an anti-realist might say numbers are human constructs. Similarly, in ethics, a moral realist believes objective moral truths exist, whereas a moral anti-realist believes moral values are human inventions or expressions of emotion. It is important to note that realism and anti-realism are not monolithic. They come in many flavors. You can be a scientific realist about observable phenomena, but an anti-realist about unobservable entities, or a metaphysical realist about the existence of tables and chairs but an anti-realist about abstract concepts. This nuanced approach highlights that our understanding of reality is not a simple yes or no, but a complex interplay of what we assume exists independently and what we acknowledge is shaped by our minds. Recognizing these variations enriches your comprehension of how philosophers grapple with the fundamental nature of being and knowing. Ultimately, grasping the differences between realism and anti-realism equips you with a powerful framework for critically evaluating any claim about existence, whether it pertains to the physical world, abstract ideas, or spiritual concepts. It deepens your appreciation for the complexities of truth and knowledge, allowing you to discern the underlying assumptions in philosophical, scientific, and even everyday conversations, thereby clarifying how we understand our place within the cosmos.